30 and 15. I just want to let that be known out there. Among the user.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, Devin, when's the last time you got a standing ovation?
I don't know. That was probably the first time. No, probably when we went states in high school. We got a good standing ovation. But in college, that was the first one, though, for sure.
So you talked after the game on Saturday about obviously that being tough and trying to move on from that and trying to figure out what this team can do to put things back together. How much did you put on your shoulders to try to be that guy today, and why were you able to have the success that you did?
I think just my teammates got me lane, got me open. I feel like they was focused on our guards a lot, so it gave me the opportunity to score more. I just feel like we just gained more and more as a team, more connected and everything, so I think we're doing good right now.
This is the fourth time you've set a career high in scoring this season. How have you kept building as the season has gone on, I guess, on the results that you produced here in these first couple months?
Just keep working, be in the gym. My teammates, Evan, even, pushing me to be better and better every day. More guys on the team push me a bit better and better. So, I mean, that's the main thing, just get better every day. That's what my coach tells me, go out there and play your game.
And then Evan, with all, the injuries, the absences, did you feel more called upon to take upon a bigger scoring role tonight?
Yeah, I think one thing about just college is next man up. So it's just understanding what we need at that time, and I feel like I'm feeling pretty good at that. If we need somebody to crash boards a little harder, I know that can be me. So just understanding what we need and just try to go out there and execute it.
You guys had a bit of a film session yesterday where you got to see Jay Giebler play.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's his jersey right there too. That's big as ever though.
What did you see on tape from Coach Giebler?
He fouled a lot, his arms prone, flopping. He might got a little fadeaway, but that's about it. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he playing hard though. A lot of intensity, you can tell.
Devin, just I know it's not easy, but it just looks like you're just getting points easy a lot. Like it just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it look easy when it's not? And what are you doing? What's happening that's happening?
I don't know. I just feel like I get the ball in good looks. I just try to find my way to cut. Just be open in the right spots. And just score for our team. I don't know if it's that easy for real. I just make it look that easy. It's not that easy.
You know what I mean?
But I think just my teammates and everything just put me in that position, to be open. I think they push me harder in practice, so I feel like it's easier on the court.
Evan, the Valpo coach said that you guys were just tougher than them, especially second half. Were you guys motivated to play a better second half than the first half, and why was that?
I don't even think it's just better second half. I think just after this past game on Saturday, I think our toughness need to go up. I know that that's one thing me and Dev talked about a little bit more, just trying to be with those type of guys to do it. Maybe him with his voice and me with my play a little bit more, and just being out there and just trying to be tougher, because I feel like that's the type of mentality we got to take into every game. So us realizing in the first half it was slacking a little bit, just trying to pick it up. So I think that's just not an identity for this game. It's going to be for the rest of the season going forward for sure.
Yeah, is that something you guys feel like you haven't been in some of these other games?
I think so. I think, and you see it by some of those scores too. I think more in the second half we've had that type of toughness in some of those games. But I think consistently throughout the whole game is what we're working towards. Because it's basketball at the end of the day. I think we have a really good team, really talented team. But I feel like that's one of the things that we can get better at all around.
Obviously tonight's not the first night you guys have missed some of these guys. You just mentioned it, that you're a really good team, but you haven't been whole very much. How frustrating is that, especially in some of the games that you've lost, where maybe if those guys are out there, things are a little different?
It definitely is, but at the same time, you can't dwell on it, because as much as when you dwell on it, that's not going to make anybody come back any quicker. That's not going to help the game at all. So as much as we miss those guys, we want them to be out there. We got to focus on what we have and go out there and compete to the best of our ability, and know that when we get those guys back, we'll be even better.
And obviously there are different levels of competition from Saturday and today. What do you take from this that you can use in some of those games as you go to Big Ten or this upcoming weekend against
I think the consistent effort we gave. I think from no matter what the score was, no matter if it was a 10-point game, 20-point game, whatever, just going out there and competing every single possession, knowing the game's not over until it says the zeros up on the scoreboard. So I think because every Big Ten game, as you guys know, is a tough game, no matter road, home, everybody's good. So it's just you're playing to that final buzzer every single time. So in games like these, where maybe we are a little talent-wise better than the team, just not letting that like humble, so just staying consistent the whole game and going at it.
Yeah, just seeing you guys up there on the podium, you guys are laughing. Seems like there's pretty good chemistry within the team. Like, how does that team chemistry like help you guys through these tough times when you're losing by a lot and then coming back and winning, then losing a lot again, and then coming back and winning again? Like, how does that help you stay, I guess, focused and together as a team?
I think our connection is to a point where we can hold each other accountable. We can talk to each other, tell us what we're doing wrong and not take it the wrong way, and get better after that. We literally just had a talk. All talking to each other, what we can do better, who's not doing this, who's not doing that, and we all just took it to the art and just got on with it and got better at the next 2 days before this game. So I feel like we just got to do that for the rest of the week and it'll be good.
Yeah, I agree. I think knowing that those games are tougher and we could dwell on it, like obviously we're gonna watch that film, we're gonna sit in there, we're gonna feel bad about it. At the same time, we can't dwell on it too long because we have another game coming up. So I think going in and just knowing that we got to get better, and knowing that we got to hold everybody accountable. If it's my brother to the left or somebody else, it's just like we got to be able to do that and move on as men and as basketball players at this level.
Was that a similar response coming off the Auburn game compared to Maryland, or was there something different that needed to be, I guess, done approach-wise?
I think it was similar, but I think when it happens like that again, like it happened in Maryland, it happened again in Auburn, it's just like, all right, like it's not like something we didn't do, it didn't stick because it happened again. So I think at the same time, it might have been some of the same stuff. We had to come about it a little bit differently. We had to talk amongst ourselves and see what was wrong. But we're going to get tested again this Saturday, and I think that's going to be a real test of some of those games.
You got one more?
Devin, when did you start feeling comfortable that you could really put a game on your shoulders at this level? I know you've always kind of scored whatever level you played at, but it seems pretty clear right now that you can go out and if things aren't going well, you can be that guy. Well, when did you start to feel that comfort level?
I'll probably say a couple games ago, just having to sit down with D and telling me you got to step up, you can be a leader, get out there and just play your game. I feel like, I was kind of hesitant in some of them areas, and he just said go out there and play. So I just feel like he gave me a lot of confidence to go out there and do what I do.
And for both of you guys, you're talking about having a team meeting after the Auburn game, but how many times have you done things like that in your year and a half here at Ohio State, and what made this one different, if at all?
We've done it a couple of times, but I just feel like just coming home from that Auburn loss, it just stuck with us a little bit hard because it just happened again, and we just really sat down and talked more in depth. We didn't hold nothing back. We all talked to each other, the same tone. We're not yelling at each other, but we just try to understand what we can do to be better.
Yeah, very similar. I think in our program we talk about respect, the truth. And I think the truth that has to come out with a sense of respect between all of us, because I feel like we can't get better if we're not talking to each other truthfully, and we can't grow if we're not talking to each other truthfully. So I feel like that dialogue that we're able to have, I know someone talked about earlier about our connection within each other. So being able to have guys that want what's best for you and you want what's best for them, it makes it a lot easier to have those conversations.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, man. I just learned with you, bro.